All right. It's been a little while, but it's back to playing Eternal Weekend Mishra's Workshop. We're currently 4-2, playing Esper PO, round 7 of 10. Kind of an awkward hand to keep on the play, but I'm pretty sure that's a keep. Maybe it's not. It might. I might have been. I might think this is actually a mulligan. This is a little suspect actually. I'm kind of regretting my instant keep here. I'm like just thinking about the cards that I can draw. Like I'm definitely gonna lead with Island Mana Vault. The nice thing is I can't get Wastelanded, but I don't have I don't have a Force. I don't have additional Moxen. Like this hand is super good if I have a Moxen, an off-color Moxen to play Mana Vault with. It's too late. It's too late. We can't mull. I've already kept my hand. I do regret the instant decision we made, but no take backsies as it were. It's not the end of the world. Like we're not gonna mystical. We're gonna take an actual draw. If we miss on our draw, maybe we want to just repeal our mana vault. It's pretty free. I don't know. I categorize myself as more of an aggressive mulliganer than a typical PO player, Zaf. So maybe you're on the very end
I
of
am
the
it
spectrum.
powerful. I am it powerful.
Thanks, Jerry, for the 4-month resub. An actually powerful wizard. Okay, basic forest emerald. Does this mean it's a bug? Oh, you're playing a very combo-centric version. Bro. Bro. I like this smack. I like this smack talk. It's not bad. All right, we'll show it on stream. It gets a show on stream. It's a little bit of a compliment. Throw a little bit of pressure on. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I like it. I don't hate it. All right, this is a pain in the butt though. I'm very sad about this. They say it's their first time. The things they learned about vintage are from my videos. So if I lose, I have only myself to blame. All the pressure is on me. Don't crumble under the pressure. A little butter up, and a little knockdown. I'm like, this hand is really bad against Collector Roof, I guess. Ooh, that's a good draw though. Never mind. My hand is perfect. My keep was exceptional. I knew what I was doing the whole time, chat. Obviously, this exposes me to Wasteland, but I would much rather Night's Whisper than do nothing. Interesting draws. Maybe I'm not supposed to Night's Whisper because now I'm exposed to Wasteland. Maybe I'm just supposed to hold my fetch, go for a mystical, and a step for an ancestral. Possible. Let's see what happens. It was a Wasteland. Oh, play a Tarmogoyf. Play a Tarmogoyf. Play a Tarmogoyf. Yes, play a Tarmogoyf. Ooh. That's a little bit better than a Tarmogoyf. I am so happy that opponent didn't Wasteland me. This is really greedy. Unless they have no more lands in hand, I think this play is super greedy. And hopefully we can just tinker or draw land or something. I think I'm gonna start with a time walk, and then maybe look at mystical ancestral. Hmm. I think we have to go mystical ancestral here. I think the percentage chance we draw a land is far too small. And I want to ancestral before they get to draw cards with Sylvan Library. They might just have force of will or misstep or something here, but I think that's fine. Okay. So now we can actually repeal a collector oof if they don't wasteland us again for some reason. Oh, we need a little help though. This game has been really hard to win once they resolved oof. The game was pretty challenging to win, so if we can squeak this out, it'd be pretty impressive. I, it's possible I need to cycle this repeal, even though I can repeal collector oof. I don't know. It's tough to say. I really just want to keep drawing lands every turn, basically. We do have ambush viper though. I think we'll be able to get them with an ambush viper, though they are going to draw tons of cards with Sylvan Library. I also have the unfortunate circumstance of not being able to play around a wasteland because if I go get my island, then an Assassin's Trophy, I can't get an island off an Assassin's Trophy. I'm gonna bait this here. I want them to pay for this. I really want them to pay for this. Because, like, they might take my Tinker, right? But at least I get to play Magic. And I don't get wastelanded. Maybe this is wrong. It's an interesting situation. I think I like my play. They're gonna take Tinker. But we might go like if we draw an opal, we can go like repeal. Maybe that's not a play. I don't know what our play is exactly. We can snap ancestral, but I don't want to snap. I guess they're gonna know about my snap, so they'll never fall to the ambush viper plan now, though. Hmm. I don't think we're gonna snap time walk. I don't know what that does for us. I don't think we're ever getting 5 mana to snap Tinker. That sounds pretty unachievable unless we hit Academy. We have so many bad draws in our deck. Snap Ancestral almost isn't even like a super great play because of how bad the draws in our deck are. They took Tinker, which seems correct. They're at 9 life. We're at 12 life. What'd we draw? We drew a Lotus. So that was a good draw. We're going to jam a repeal and try to go off. We have Snap Tinker now. This has to resolve. Why does it feel like this isn't going to resolve? Doesn't seem like this is going to resolve, chat. They had force. I mean, we've actually scrounged up a pretty decent game here after keeping kind of a suspect hand and getting turn 1 collector oofed off of Forest Emerald. Unfortunately now, there's a wasteland. I mean, we still have an ambush viper. Don't get me wrong. Maybe we are supposed to play Lavinia instead of Repeal, right? Maybe we were too greedy. It's really hard when they have like active library, right? I don't know. Is this a Leovold? Yeah. All right. They're gonna wasteland me. They're gonna wasteland the white source. Yeah. I think it was a good time to go for it. I agree. Maybe they'll forget about my Snapcaster Mage and just attack in with Collector Oof for no reason. It's possible. So we can technically draw Tolarian Academy, snap repeal. Not a good plan. I guess that doesn't even do anything for us because there's an active Leovold. I mean, we're gonna either combat Snapcaster and Ambush Viper, or we're gonna end of turn put a Snapcaster into play. I guess if they do nothing, would we still do that? Yo, look at the gifted sub. Thank you, Jerry. All right. This happens. This seems like we can do some things. All right, I have an Ambush Viper. What say you? Resolves. I want to fetch land. Doesn't do very much. They must have an Assassin's Trophy, right? They're at 2. We have a Force. Whoa! Big raid from Andrea. I hope your MPL matches went well this weekend. Thank you for the big old raid. We're currently in round 7 of the 3rd Eternal Weekend Vintage event. Currently 4-2. Playing a match versus Bug Midrange as Esper Paradoxical Outcome combo. This looks like an Assassin's Trophy, which we're snap forcing. Even if this force doesn't resolve, we do get a basic island off it because we searched for non-basics earlier. This game is not over yet. They have a fluster here, though. I guess we can't do much about that. Very weird game of Magic, to be honest. We've cast a lot of spells for not having very much mana, and opponent hasn't cast very many for having a Sylvan library. But welcome, everybody. Welcome. Okay, so let's think about this. Oh, they do have something. Is it negation? Oh, they had fluster. Wow. Okay, so what does this mean? It means we no longer have an attacker, but we do get a basic island. We're going to go to 1 from the attack and then probably have no way to do anything, right? So that's why they made the aggressive Leovold attack, is because they had an Assassin's Trophy, it looks like. Unfortunately, I cannot do 2 blocks. We can cast Narset and then die, because there's nothing Narset can grab that will save us in game 1, I don't think. So we got our opponent all the way down to 2, but I don't think we have the oomph to finish this off. Unfortunately, the Time Walk was already in our yard. I don't think we have any top decks that work here. I mean, Academy is interesting because at least our Narset can cast a spell we draw. Fetch land, probably not gonna do it. Let's just look with the Narset, I guess. I don't think we have anything, so we almost made a game. I mean, we did make a game out of this. We almost came back from really hard to come back from turn one Collector Oof, but we almost did. So in game two, we're gonna make the same sideboarding plays where we get some removal into our deck, get the Sphinx in here. All right, 1 health to 2 health. What a battle! All right, so sideboarding, we're going to bring in Sphinx of the Steelwind, 2 Flusterstorms, Swords to Plowshares, and Balance to deal with their creatures. We're going to board out Urkle's Recall. They have no artifacts. We're going to board out Mystic Remora. They are mostly creatures. Flusterstorm. Oh, we not Fluster. I don't remember. Narset. It was Narset. EO, Opal. Because they're playing Collector Oof, we want to cut down our reliance on artifacts. So we're going to board out a couple of the Metalcraft Opals, which are sometimes hard to turn on. And one of the combo pieces that involves the Opal as the paradoxical outcome. We're going to play more of a Tinker-based deck where we try to put a Sphinx of the Steelwind into play off of Tinker. Opponent should have very few ways, 0 or 1, to deal with Sphinx. And that is our new game plan. So we're going to board out these cards, which are combo cards. And we're going to board in some Oof Hate and some extra Flusterstorms to back up our Tinker. Slow tutors are fine because our plan is to Tinker. Technically, we can get a finishing record that would be the same finishing record as a top 8 player, but unfortunately, due to how early our losses are, we are very unlikely to ever top 8. We are kind of unlikely to even top 16 as an X2, unfortunately. You want to go 2 Opal, 2 Paradoxical? I think that's not unreasonable, but that's not what I'm going to do. I don't think that's an unreasonable board plan, but interesting play, Mountain Dew. See if that works out for you. Yeah, I mean, it's along the same lines of you're agreeing that you want to reduce the PO plan, but you want to play an Opal to be more, you want to be more bursty, more, combo centric. Try to force through earlier, but I think Karn Scion just doesn't do enough. A lot of the decks where you want Karn, like a construct is a liability when opponent is like dacking you and stuff like that, Scattering Spree, etc. All right, on the play. Let's see what happens. Oh, so close. This is exactly a land away from being what we want. This is almost the perfect hand. Very close. Unfortunately, not good enough. No blue mana. Yikes, that hand does not do it. Guess we're gonna go to 5. God, why is this in my deck? This hand's really bad too. This is obviously a lot worse than a normal preordain here. I guess we're gonna go to 4. Wow. Um, this one at the very least I could vamp, but I don't really think that's a winning line. I think that I would rather see a 3-card hand than play this one. My 3-card hand could be Lotus Mox Tinker, I guess. Mox Balance, sure. I'm going to 3. I don't think this hand is very good. Tinker? Keep. Put 4 cards back. Black card, uncastable card. And I can't play interaction. I just want to draw a Moxen off the top and go for a Tinker on turn 2. No, this is actually exactly what we're looking for to play Magic. We're just gonna hope for a non-Opal Moxen off the top. And jam a Tinker, hope they don't have Force. That's all we can do. It looks like they have Flusterstorm and we're dead, though. You hate to see it. All of these people came in on the raid just to see me mulligan and not get to play. That card does not work. I'm going to hold this to Academy so I don't get it wastelanded. Played around Wasteland. Hey, thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. Well, it's a good thing they didn't play a Collector Roof, I guess. Okay. All right. Step 1. Yeah, we mulled to 3. It was bad. This is kind of what happened in Eternal Weekend number 1. It happens. Can I time walk? I think opponent has for sure has a Flusterstorm, so I'm not really sure even if we. Oh, okay. Ancestral. Well, now we don't have to worry about Fluster. We just have to worry about one of the 5 forces. I'm definitely not going for a non-basic. We're just not playing this Academy unless we hit a Moxen. I don't agree. They would just waste my Underground Sea there, and I wouldn't even have it for the next turn. Sure. That's fine, but I can't let like I guess if all my outs are Moxen. Well, if they Assassin's Trophy, I still have Moxen Academy as an out, so I don't think that matters. Right? It's still the same. I think it's still the same. They have an active Wasteland, and I'm trying to go to a Time Walk turn. I don't think it makes sense to fetch a non-basic there. Yeah, okay. I mean, this assuredly hits a force, right? Yeah. I mean, we have an Opal. I think you're wrong, Zaf. I don't think the merit there is high enough. Ponder. All right, that's not a force. I mean, I think it's like we're like a 5% chance to win this game, but they might just not have anything. I mean, they're turning off Fluster, so we only have to hope they don't have force. Yikes. Okay, this is fine though because we have a Night's Whisper. Nope, we can't Night's Whisper because there's a Narset. All right, I almost did that. I guess at the very least we get our thing wastelanded now. Yeah, I shouldn't have fetched. I just forgot about Narset. Clearly, it could have been worse. I could have just lost 2 health. We were halfway there. Classic Narset plays. Demonic Tutor, that can't be good for the home team. They have 9 cards in hand. Yeah. It was a fleeting dream. Oof. I don't really care about oof. All right. Yeah, I think Night's Whisper is like much better than Preordain. And you're just playing a different deck, Zap. You're playing an all-in combo version. All right, the jig is up. They know what we've been doing. We just couldn't draw the Mox in, unfortunately. Like, I think Time Twister's pretty much unplayable, Zaf. So that kind of build is like not very interesting to me. All right, we put it on the stack. They had it. I think they've had it the whole game. The minute they started tapping out and not representing Flusterstorm, I think they've had Force of Will. So technically, we can still draw Balance here. And we've also exposed this to Wasteland, so if they want to Wasteland it, we can get a Tundra and be okay. So technically not dead, but pretty bad. Oh, right, they have Demonic Tutor as well. This is round 7 of 10. Strip Mine. They Demonic for Strip Mine? Well, clearly not if they... Oh, they have Time Walk. They're probably Demonic for Time Walk then. How are things going? Poorly. We mulliganed to 3. But in general, it's been a fine day. We haven't been running as hot as we ran yesterday. We ran pretty hot yesterday. I also think we played a lot better yesterday than we did today, so... Alright. Balance off the top. Balance? Balance? Any other day, these draws are fine, but against the restricted card, Narset, I'm gonna give them three cards here. 4 cards, actually. Yeah, I mean, if I can't have the cards, why would I stop, my opponent from having some cards? Really, we should give the cards to everybody. Unlucky, unlucky. It's all good. We have 3 more rounds of vintage today. Um, hello everybody. It's that time. It's that between round time. If you're new here, my name is Justin. I'm actually level 1. I stream vintage. I think vintage is like a super awesome format right now. It's very accessible on Magic Online. So if you've ever wanted to play Black Lotus, Bazaar of Baghdad, Mishra's Workshop, all the most powerful cards in Magic's history, I think now is a perfect time to get into vintage. This tournament in particular was $25, and everybody got an all access account where they could play almost any card on Magic Online for free or as part of the entry fee. So if you're interested in learning about vintage, I'm sure there will be more of these all access account events in the future, or you could maybe use a rental service like Mana Traders or Card Hoarder. If you're interested in vintage, please follow the channel or check out my YouTube. I'm going to put the link in chat, and there's a link down below. I have 1,200 vintage videos on my YouTube. You can watch any deck you've ever imagined, play against any deck you've ever imagined. There's meme decks, there's real decks, there's challenges, leagues, showcase events, showcase victories. There's tons of stuff there, and if you're interested in vintage, that's the place to go. So, I do appreciate everyone who's stuck around and hung out this weekend. We're gonna play more Magic. We have 3 more rounds of vintage. This is a 10 round, 427 player event.